Wilson into right center field, hit it Todd. This baby is way back. Out of here.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. And today, as we wait to see what's going to happen with not just sports, not just baseball, but the entire world, all these things that are getting canceled, there's going to be major implications. Companies, industries are going to lose millions and maybe probably billions of dollars during this period of time. Maybe that's not the most important thing. Obviously not, right? People's health comes first. All of that we know. Nevertheless, this is a baseball channel, so we're going to talk about how this could affect baseball and when baseball comes back. Do we expect the same amount of fans to be flocking to the ballparks? I question that because right now it's not like baseball was on the high note when this all went down. Keep in mind the Astros scandal that was going on. There were a lot of people that were really pissed off about baseball in the first place that weren't thinking about supporting it. And now, after a major shutdown for a while, when it finally comes back, how's it going to do? Rob Manfred has tried a lot of things to try to appeal to more fans. I don't agree with all of it. In fact, I don't agree with most of it because I think it drives away your fan base that you already have. We see this in other industries. We see it in Hollywood when they try to cater to people who don't even watch movies. And the people who actually watch these movies, they get turned off, stop going. They stop making money, and now they're going to take a huge hit because they can't even put out movies right now. So Hollywood is in trouble. They're going to have to change their way of thinking, and baseball might have to change their way of thinking because we had some new rule changes. We heard about things that people weren't too happy about. Trying to bring in more fans, of course, fans who probably just don't like baseball and probably never will. When you already have a solid core fan base who love the game, they're going to pass it on to their children, and that's who you need to keep. So I mentioned the Astros cheating scandal. That's just one thing. So the Astros cheating scandal. Why did that even happen, though? It happened because of technology. Major League Baseball wanted to put more and more technology. Let's connect more here. We got Wi-Fi. We got screens here. We got monitors here. We got replay room here. Technology. And then the players go, wait, hold up. We can go look at this screen right here. We can do this. We can install this. And we can figure out what's going on here and steal the signs. I'm not trying to make excuses for the Houston Astros, who clearly were in the wrong. That's obvious. But what I am saying is Major League Baseball supplied them and the Red Sox and every other team that decided to use the replay room to their advantage. They supplied them with that room. They supplied them with every single camera angle known to man. They supplied them with the technology to be able to zoom in real time and figure out the sign. Thank you, MLB and Rob Manfred, for supplying all this technology and trying to call, the older fans, calling them a bunch of old purists who don't know. We got to move on with the game. We got to bring technology into the game. Well, now you got the Astros to deal with. Great job there. Obviously, technology is fantastic for the fans when we want to watch games and we want to see, better picture, better quality, more games available for us to watch. That's fantastic. But when you want to bring it onto the field, that's where it becomes a problem and became a problem. And then you have replay. Instant replay is something else that was supposed to be this new thing. They go, we got to catch up with the times. Everyone else has got it. Let's get the call right. And there's a lot of different, opinions on that. So I'm not saying just screw replay completely. But replay slows the game down probably more than anything else. Definitely more than any of the ridiculous measures that he's taken to try to speed the game up, supposedly. You try to speed the game up by what? Running the guy straight to first base instead of throwing 4 balls, like a local softball league would do. You try to speed the game up by making a pitcher face 3 batters, even if the manager wants to remove that pitcher, completely destroying the fabric of the game. And what makes it fair that a manager has the ability to make a pitching change when he wants? That's out now. Oh, how much time you saving? How much time you saving on this? The calculations have been done. Not much. Not much is saved on the walk. Not much is saved by any of this stuff and any of his dumb measures that he's coming up with, this speed of game stuff. Yet, replay is in full force where they can, replay just any and everything. Every time they have a question, they replay. The game stops, takes forever. They got to call New York. You sit there waiting, and they've even got it wrong when they got it right on the field before. Because I remember specifically, I'm going to talk about the Brandon Crawford home run, if y'all remember, that I will never forget. Crawford hit a ball over the right field wall, and there's this green overhang out there before you get to the seats. That anywhere on that green 10 overhang is a home run. Crawford's ball went well over the green 10 overhang. It was, well into it. The fan reached out and caught the ball, but the fan was fine. The ball was clearly a home run, not even questionable. No question about it. It was gone. And the umpire on the field said home run because the umpire probably knew that that's a home run. But the other team, the Cardinals, said, why not replay review? It was late in the game, ninth inning. Why not replay review? And New York idiots overturned the home run and said it was a ground rule double.
I am sitting in a room full of fucking idiots. You dumb motherfuckers!
Now I'm complaining about a home run from a while ago, but this ain't the first time it's happened. They're supposed to only overturn the call on the field if it is absolutely indisputable, beyond a reasonable doubt, beyond any doubt, beyond a shadow of a doubt. That's the only time they should overturn the call. Yet they overturned a correct call, screwed Crawford out of a home run, screwed the Giants out of a chance to catch up in that game because they were down and needed that home run, and it was a ground rule double. Absolutely incredible. This happens all the time. It's not always against the Giants, but obviously I remember those better. But, I mean, it's just, they're terrible. The New York umpires are terrible, and I hate the replay system. I'm not saying we shouldn't have a replay system. I hate the one we have in place. It slows the game down incredibly, and they often get it wrong, or they don't overturn a call that clearly should be overturned. I mean, it's just like whatever. You can. I'm watching with my eyes on the screen. I see what they're seeing. I see the replays, and all the time I'm like, what? And not always against my team. Sometimes the Giants benefit from it. Doesn't seem like very much, but it happens. And even then I'm like, whatever, dude. These guys don't know what they're doing. So MLB needs to take some measures to improve their replay system, in my opinion. And then you had this new playoff rules that he's coming out with, and people are like, what? Normal baseball fans, the majority, and I know this because of my video and the comments in my video, everyone's like, this is stupid. Teams pick their opponents all games in the same ballpark. I mean, why are you just destroying it? Or why are you turning this into an arcade game? Are you kidding me? I mean, I'm not trying to be old school like purist, but man, come on, fair playoffs, equal games on, not equal because one team has a home field advantage, but still you play in both ballparks, etc. Teams don't pick their opponents. Come on, you have a system on how they're matched up and picking them in some event on TV. Oh my God. Baseball with their pushing technology, so now teams are cheating. Baseball with their ridiculous replay system that, in my opinion, doesn't work well. It just slows the game down way worse than any of the idiotic ideas to speed the game up, which are terrible. And there's one of the minor leagues where a runner starts on second base in extra innings. I don't know if you know about that. In extra innings in the minors, I pretty much just go home because a runner starts on second base for each team to end the game faster. I mean, you might think it's fair because, well, a runner starts at second, but that's not how baseball is. You have to earn your way to second, so it's really not fair because if you start a runner at second and one team, happens to hit a sacrifice fly to right field, out number one, guys go second, and then another sacrifice fly to the outfield, and runner scores. The pitcher did nothing wrong. He never even allowed a base runner. He got two guys out that he faced, yet he gave up a run. It's just in the minor leagues right now, but if that ever gets to the big leagues, woo! And I'm not trying to complain about everything. I'm just saying Major League Baseball needs to think about this. When baseball comes back, they need to start thinking about their fan base that they have right now.
And start changing the way they do things. Actually, don't change the way you do things. Just don't do anything. Manfred, just chill out.
Not to mention the prices at the ballpark could use some work because it is getting bad. I mean, bad. I go up there and they hey, let me get a hot dog and just a soda, not the souvenir cup, just a regular cup, please. Okay, hot dog soda, it's going to be $22. I'm sorry? That's the way it's always been. Don't get me wrong at sporting events, but sometimes you got to think about just don't be greedy. Think about doing something for the fans. More fans will come to the ballpark and they would really appreciate it. Think about your fan base. I'm talking about baseball. This applies in everything. It applies in entertainment. It applies in the other sports as well. But baseball especially has just been time after time putting out rules and putting out regulations and ideas and this and that, and it's just more often than not terrible. People do seem to like the mic'd up stuff going on lately. Like, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it because it doesn't do anything for me. I love baseball as is, but I don't mind having a few guys mic'd up here and there in case you get something that's gold. But I do realize in my inside, like, if somebody's mic'd up, they're not going to act the way they act if they weren't mic'd up. Maybe they did back in the 70s and 80s when they mic'd up like Tommy Lasorda and Sparky Anderson because it wasn't live. It wasn't like there was no social media. They weren't worried about it. They just did their thing. So we got some really awesome clips from micing up some guys before. But nowadays, in this 2020 age where everyone's worried about it, you can't say anything wrong in outrage culture. I feel like a player who's mic'd up is going to be really careful not to say anything. You might get some fun conversation, but I don't think you're going to get anything really gold, but I definitely would not want regular season games or playoff games or meaningful games with guys mic'd up and interviews during the game. I find it pretty annoying. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not saying they can't find a way to do it in a creative way that could be cool. That's fine, but just mic'd up everywhere, that doesn't feel like baseball anymore if it goes overboard. But I'll have another video maybe another time on the mic'd up deal, but people seem to like that. So hey, I'm not the one who speaks for all the fans. I'm just one fan. But if the majority of the fans are like, this is stupid, listen to the majority of fans. If the majority of fans say, oh, I love this is great, then go for it. Whether I like it or not, it doesn't really matter. So that's what I got to say. Baseball better be careful when they come back from this hiatus. People are going to find other things to do with their time and not just going to flock to the baseball fields. It's not as bad as the strike, but still, baseball's gone for a while. When it comes back, baseball, Manfred, start thinking about the fans, not just your new fans that aren't even baseball fans. Stop thinking about the basketball fans. Think about the fans you already have, because you're going to drive them away with these idiotic rules. And that's what I got to say about that. And I know there's more important things than baseball right now, but look at the name of the channel, Humm Baby Baseball Channel. And we talk baseball here. I'm dealing with all the other stuff, but I'm talking baseball here. So guys, have a fantastic day. Look forward to more videos. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. Check out my links in the description if you want to help out the channel a lot, and it would mean the world. And you can check out my Patreon page where you can get some special benefits for yourself. And check out HummBabyBaseball.com. Check out my merch shop. I'm going big time with Humm Baby Baseball. Let's do this. See ya!
When the Giants come to town, it's bye bye baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye bye baby. History's in the making.